Yeah, good evening. I wanted to tell the wonders which God had done while doing my work. Lot of wonders daily. He was doing lot of things, leading me while working in government service. So once I was working in Ramnad, I wanted to find the best solution for the biofertilizer to come up. I did daily some experiments of my own, and I could find 20 points which could make the best biofertilizer, which is which is much different from that which was followed, the procedures followed, and I was selected to later on. I was selected to the as a guest member in the Soil Improvement Committee of Bureau of Indian Standards, New Delhi, to formulate the biofertilizer standards. That is one of the members behind this. So, meantime, working in Tamil Nadu, the hot place, I found is much tough, and I thought God will take me to a better place. Coimbatore, I was asking every time, I couldn't get posting because different approaches were needed. God was not God's plan, maybe. So I went to Australia. The Australia, I worked for 1 month on a contract basis. 2.5 months I stayed with my auntie. She wanted to sponsor my family. I said no because of my prayer. I thought to come back and work in the hot sun with meager money in Tamil Nadu than to be at Australia. While coming, one lady told, a German lady who was sitting nearby me in the flight to Singapore from Sydney, she told me that church bell is ringing by thinking about you. So I thought that something is going to happen. I may be able to do a lot of service to God. But when I reached there, I understood I am posted in another place called fertilizer lab instead of biofertilizer unit. And the fertilizer lab, I had a tough time. So I just went on loss of pay. I was called by the department telling that you will be posted soon to Coimbatore if you opt. Otherwise, you'll face punishment because it is the probation period. I just prayed to God. So God showed me D, a place called D, I will be posted. So I was posted in finally at Danganikota, starting with D in English. And that too, so I was allotted to Dharmaburi district, starting with D. Then lot of things, if I say about God's wonderful work that is done, and I could help a lot of people by serving even as and secret advisor of Consumer Association for Consumer Association. Once I bought a house at Housing Board Hosur, but unfortunately the area was shown much lesser because at that time the square feet conversion and all we won't what you call confirm through the measurement. They told it is 5 cents, but practically they gave 3.5 cents, less than 3.5 cents land. So God, while sleeping, in my mind it came that I should measure the land. So I verified and found that record shows different. It is less than 3.5 cents, around 3.5 cents. Immediately went to the consumer court, fought the case, and won it. First time over the department, of the Housing Board, Tamilnadu. Then, of course, there were a lot of tricks which they played, but God gave me the victory. I was posted from there. Finally, I got our Coimbatore. Coimbatore also, different situations arose. I was posted in the Seed Directorate. The first case under the Seed Act I could file. And like law, and first case for the household pesticide against a retailer, I could file and win. Even the Consumer Code Seed Act case against another person, we won in the EC court. Meantime, there was one cross-examination. I could appear because I had analyzed some fertilizer sample. There too, God told me how to speak in the court. They told whether you had confirmed the test, whether you have tested again. I said, no, I didn't test again. It was only analysis coming as a second analysis to confirm it. And like that, they had asked a lot of questions. Whether you are a chemistry student or an agriculture student. I said, an agriculture student who had studied chemistry as a subject. Then the Madras lawyer at Pudukkottai court shouted at me asking, you should say only one thing. I said, I'm not a student, I am an officer. Court all laughed. Finally, for the first time, the department won a case against a major company, against a private company. Previously, it is against cooperatives used to win, because lot of tricks and understandings and misunderstandings used to happen. Like that. Here too, even to win the court case, Seed Act case, I was even transferred so that I should not appear. I went on loss of pay and I appeared. So against odds, I could win. Even the household pesticide, the superiors opposed, should not file the case last moment. Even though the local ruffian people took hold of, stopped me by touching my hand. I caught them and put them under the arrest warrant, placed them under arrest warrant. And finally, without permission, I could file the case and won the case. After 1 year, I got appreciation from the director, which is written in the SR book. But at that time, many opposed. Then another thing, against a household pesticide, which is 36% monocrotophos. Actually, one company, Universal Pesticide, was making it at Vagarayampalayam, which is when it tested outside secretly, I got the information, it is 2%, while the government says it is 36%. So only as the name changed, government lab says like that. As the name changed and some other name had been utilized, I reported to the director. Actually, my superiors only I should report. God made me to report directly to the director because I couldn't sleep without that. And I got a memo for that. How can I report to the director? And departmental action was taken 2 weeks closer for that company. Of course, later on they transferred me. But before the transfer itself, I came to, later on, many years later, before the transfer itself, I'd seen the vision that I will be posted in a place where nobody had been posted, the horticulture department. And that will be on the hilltop. But when I got transferred, I didn't, because lack of vacancy they only reported, not any punishment transfer. Then they only report. I asked God where it will be, but I got some other place, Kilpanatur, and some in charge. Later on, I was put as the in charge on a hill. There actually nobody had worked because there was no office. The post was there, and the person was working from somewhere else, maybe around 80 kilometers down from Tiruvannamalai. So what I had seen in the vision came true. I could re-establish the office because video was not willing to give, because local ruffians were occupying since last two many years, around maybe 7 or 8 years. 5 district collectors tried and could not succeed. During that period also they couldn't succeed. And 5th district collector period, I myself was posted there, and I could, by God's grace, implement it by giving the news in the newspaper and all. Somebody came, tried to catch me, but by God's grace, I could escape, and we could re-establish the government office. To make a government office to be established, 8th year, it was so tough because in records it is there, the computer it is there, but practically it is not there. Building is not there. Building under the video control not handed over. And anyway, I took the possession. Later on only got record wise will be handing over. And even for a JD district office, they couldn't implement. I could get the work done, get it passed, to be placed to get a better office. Then I got posted back again to Coimbatore. So God showed the vision. That is a beauty. Then while working as ADH Pollachi, my aim was to make the Pollachi was the least among the 16 blocks, 12 blocks of the district in financial achievement. Not Pollachi, Annamalai. I was working in Annamalai, nearby Pollachi. So I could make it the maximum achievement whenever I was working there. Once due to the greenhouse, another time due to the cocoa. Nobody were willing to use the cocoa because it is a loss, many people told. So I created the atmosphere. Many meetings, many tricks, as if farmer speaks, because anyway it is benefiting the farmers, no? So everything was pre-planned by God, everything by prayer. It became the beauty. And while speaking from there, we made the block the highest, biggest among the blocks on cocoa plantation, area-wise. Prior to that, it was in Kerala, some village. Here we could make it biggest, largest in the area in achievement of cocoa hectarage. And even the cocoa factories came to that area, chocolate factory. Even a lot of achievements we could make, even regarding the greenhouses also. Everything achievement was done only by God's support. Because these all needs lot of steps, no? So that steps were supported by God. Then another thing, most important thing was I don't give any money for my transfer. At that time, the money was a must for getting a good post. So I used to get posting a bit far from the city. I don't give any bribe. But God told me to take the seed analyst post. That was very difficult to get that post. Just I applied. Luckily, one minister spoke, former minister spoke for me, and I got the post. I could give a lot of achievement, and I was put in the Central Seed Technical Committee because one person came there all the way from Delhi, and he told that I will utilize your wisdom because an opportunity was given by God in front of him. He asked 5 questions. Luckily, I could answer. And I was taken as the Central Seed Technical Committee member. There too, our DNA analysis lab, everything was getting closed soon because there was no protocol for the analysis of the DNA, which is approved by the government. So the protocol approval was needed by the central lab for the seeds at Varanasi. They said, no, it cannot be approved. So when I approached, I made it through the committee, NBPGR, the responsible person to approve it. But NBPGR didn't have any common understanding. One department will say okay, others will say no. Even in the department, there was some difference. So I could meet everybody. And one general protocol was given. But of course, they tried to remove the DNA lab, testing lab. I opposed, telling that in Hyderabad already somebody had been given jail punishment, imprisonment, based on the report of the DNA lab. So legally also ours is valid. And central fund had been utilized for this. So they kept it pending. Meantime, I got the protocol approved. Even our BT lab, its computer was showing a different value every time, adjustment. And we were not using the protocol of the central government. This agriculture university's protocol was different from the central government one. So I could implement that too. This implementing was very tough because we had to get the superior support and all. When we are acting, means somebody will oppose. Even the TNAU had given some breeder seed to somebody, and from there, foundation seed, breeder seed, everything, foundation seed was produced, and that failed in the at Pongalur. So superiors told, don't punish them, because if we don't punish means it won't be made known out, the university won't rectify. Only by punishment they will know the truth that it had failed. And there was much opposition. I could do it. I could implement it. And punishment means stop sales. That's all. Nothing, no jail, nothing. Stopping the sales. And the recovery will be done from the person who had done fault on it. And I questioned it with the university and told the problem of, they told their problems, what is the real problem behind it. We could discuss. So like that, God made me to do a lot of creative things. Then I was finally again transferred suddenly, even though we had given a lot of money from the central government for the state government department. I was suddenly transferred to as assistant director, agriculture, Pollachi. There I had a jeep, but jeep without any tires, working tires. Tires, they were not, it's all fault. And we couldn't even retread it because the kilometers it had not run that much kilometers. If it had run, then only it will be done, repaired. Just prayed and had a tough time. Finally, a farmer told that he's a rich farmer, he will do it for me. All four tires made right, and even one service also given, new tires. So we could do the work more faster by going everywhere. And lot of testing came. Many people forced to give, forced me to give subsidy. We couldn't give. We didn't cooperate with them because as per the rules, we are making maximum. But the achievement would be stopped if the subsidy is not given. So when the lower cadre does it for with understanding with the farmers, I could verify it just by a look, and no fault will come to me nor for the department. So that is God's grace. Because we have to achieve also, no? We should not say that we are for truth and always fighting against is not good. Okay, yeah, truth. There is something called truth, and which will be approved by God. Truth approved by God is very important. Even when I was working in Sultanpete, that was a place where the local Panchayat president already told that we will close down it. What is the use of this office? But when I came there and joined, after I came there and joined, these Panchayat people passed in the meeting that they should be invited whenever there is a program conducted by us. So that was the fame we got. Some tricks are there. Bringing a foreigner there, getting it in the newspaper, everything God did it freely. And I could sell all my products, which are for the last 8 years, all at least 5 years, which are all kept without being sold. And for that, a recovery can come to the previous persons. But I could get it sold because I whenever I visit, I was just praying. So whenever I visit the place, some place, for these people will oblige by buying the old items, means writing it off. Because I am doing additional work for them. So they want to support our office. One day what happened, my superior told, we don't have fund. So 5 days training, first day you need not conduct the training. That fund office needs it. ADS office. Dr. Hariraja Krishnan, I believed, is my ADA. I told him, okay, as you please, because I am not there to fight against the system, because anyway we will be giving the proper training to everybody. But suddenly what happened, he went and informed the ADS office and told that I am conducting the training without proper persons. So the DD called me and asked me, even I am coming there, in half an hour I will reach. How is the training going on? I said, Nam Kivasi, that's for namesake, the training is there. But he was coming actually to punish because of my superior who told like that. But he only wanted me to do like this. And he only reported likewise to inspect me. So they were coming, just half an hour was there. I already know some local persons. I just called them and told, if you want me to serve you people here in your place, I should see 30% minimum. 30%, that's a training only for 30%. There within half an hour. So within half an hour, instead of 50% assembled. Because another person who is known to me told me that if you want, I will bring another 50%. Because his company is nearby there. He will close the company for 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours whenever the training is going on. Superiors are there. I said, no need. Let the real farmers come. So when the superior came, there were more than 30 persons. 30 persons only it is allowed. So he said, you told Naam ke Vasi. That's for namesake. I said, I'm not good in Tamil. So it happened. So God had done wonders, no? People tried to put some obstacle by cheating and we could overcome it. We could confirm that maximum training is given, even if it is 5 days or 4 days. What is given in 5 days, input we had given, and nobody has lost anything. So, like that, lot of wonders God could do. God did for me. I mean, God could do. God does lot of things. God did for me. And finally, at Pollachi, there was a meeting conducted by the deputy speaker. He was the chief guest, I mean, conducted by the department. And in the meeting, I was given a small chance for 2 minutes only to speak. But the deputy speaker liked my approach, and he recommended me for the post of that is the next promotion post. There was only one post there. God wanted me to try that. That is organic certification, quality manager, deputy director post in that. Otherwise, we get posting at Tanjavur, where my minister wanted me to be there, agriculture minister, his native place, to work as AD, assistant director. But this is a key post serving the whole state controlling the whole state, where we'll be having some district officers in every district. And we wanted to make the organic the best. So the aim of making the organic department around 8 years ago, to give organic certification for export products. I mean, proving the products cultivated from the very beginning is worth exporting. For that purpose, organic logo will be given. First time the logo was given in my period. So the achievement, God did it well. But if I say all these things about my work, that will be too much. Still more things, many, many things. Because one OECD meeting I was asked to attend. Because Tamilnadu was out of OECD membership. Just one meeting I attended, and I could make Tamilnadu to control even Kerala and Pondicherry, which were not even OECD members till that time. So Tamil Nadu got a prestigious post in OECD. And even central government seed department, central government seed swing, wrote to the Hyderabad that I am representing the central government in their meeting of OECD training. So I was asked to represent. My director sent me for that. I got a much appreciated even in our seed technical committee meeting in the national level. Seed law, I think I could give the maximum, better recommendation for that. I was asked by the commissioner personally to contribute, to give the ideas and all. So telling about the department alone, while staying there itself, there were some problems also. I was once staying at Sulur. Sulur, what happened? Actually, Sulur, what happened? We are all staying as a bachelor. No? So while staying in Tamil Nadu as a bachelor, nobody gives house easily. And I wanted house. And that was a place which was supposed to be a place where Sulur Subrao was murdered long back. And the watchman of our department, because once there was a cotton department there, office there, he used to run away telling that there is sound of the horse there at night. So I could stay there. Even I heard the sound. Just I used to open the window bit or put the light. If the light is off, I will open the window bit. And luckily, nothing happened. Another thing, God saved me, because telling this is very easy, but staying there in the adverse situation after paying the advance and overcoming the situation for a bachelor, it's not so easy. It's an adventure with God's support. Then once at Tiruvannamalai, I took a house. Sorry, at Valaja, not Tiruvannamalai. Valaja, I took a house. So that house, again, nobody were occupying that house for a long time. Somebody told it is water problem. I told you, clear the water problem, I will stay there. I started staying there. I used to hear the sound of that bracelet, anklet, chalanga, anklet. And I used to think that somebody is staying upstairs with some lady without giving any information, secretly putting her there. But one night I found that when the light was off and I found that the sound came so nearby me. Prior to that, when I opened the Bible and prayed, I found that in a particular place, I found that it is running away. That sound is going far away. I thought that somebody is looking at me. And anyway, there was, when I was lying there, when I heard the sound, just prayed vehemently, continued the prayer by lying on the bed till it was around 5 o'clock. When the light came, the sound disappeared, because I used to keep the Bible there. So next day morning I went and inquired. Then somebody was telling that a family came there with a small girl, and the jewelry owner, who is the owner of that building, had allowed them to stay there on rent. For a few months they stayed, and that girl suddenly died. And we feel that it is a suicide. Actually, it may not be suicide, because the people that side used to do some, sacrifice also. We don't know what happened. Anyway, by the time I understood that, after my prayer, I understood that I should leave before 6 p.m. I had to find one house. And while leaving, I found that bulb outside, it had broken by itself. Like that, God saved, God takes care of the children. I did some Christian prayer, speeches and all in the Orthodox, Jacobite Church and Pentecost churches. Of course, prior to that itself in Palladam, AG Church, I had spoken, 2009, I think. I had given message. So like that, it was my service. And I'm telling all these things so that we should say what God had done for us. That's something great. And I preferred VRS because my health suffered very badly. My lung capacity became 46%, maybe because of the COVID. And I couldn't regain for next 3 months. Then luckily I gave ERS and came back. Yeah, God is great. Thank you.